Hey you guys, this is Erico and I am here again on your computer screens, your phone screens. I'm looking at you. South Korea is having a dilemma. They are very conflicted, especially with this rise and success of this Netflix show that rose to #1 out of nowhere. It is called Oljingo Game or Squid Game. It is currently just broke records. South Koreans were shocked. They said we weren't ready for all of this. We were not sure how this happened. Oh, so they like, so America likes this, so we're gonna check it out too. And this brought on all the fanfare. There is cookies. There's this playground that's a pop-up playground in the station that freaks me out. I don't know how a deaf game could be related to kitty things, and I'm looking up at this big doll thing and it's like, okay, this could shoot me any minute. How you know this is not gonna come to life? Stuff like this really freaks me the hell out. And there's more things that just really brought upon the whole fanfare of this series. But back to South Korean people feeling a certain type of way about this drama. It has to do mostly because it's digging up the dirt on South Korea when it comes to dealing with debt, dealing with older people with debt, dealing with people being laid off. And there are some South Koreans that are actually in these situations and they watch the show and it brings them to this place where they were once actually involved in what a lot of the characters in the show are involved in. And it makes them feel like that their torment is being used for pleasure for people overseas. And they're seeing it and it's like, I don't know if I should be happy that this show is doing so well and that it is bringing light to South Korea, or should I be upset because there are people in America kind of seeing me going through anguish and a character that actually represents me. And there are many people in Korea that are laid off that go through this financial hell that just don't have any money, and there's nothing to really help them. There's older people that go through the same thing. They're old and you would think that they would be retiring, but no, they're having financial troubles. I think that the show is alright. I've watched it to the midway point. I'm taking my time watching it. I'm not a binge watcher. I like to watch something, take it in, talk about it, maybe to myself, to another person, then watch another episode. I'll watch maybe an episode a day. And it definitely gives me the vibe of Japanese TV shows and series like Battle Royale. You all should definitely check that out. Very good series. Or Liar Game. It's basically those two mixed together, and then you have this show kind of like its baby. And what the director did was added kitty games that are specific to South Korea, which makes it even more disturbing. But I do feel that I don't like how he's trying to humanize the game. I like it when we have these type of games and there's so much mystery and you don't really know what's going on, but in the show, without giving away too much spoilers, you're actually seeing kind of like the working force behind it, wherein the people that are running it feel more human than what I want them to. You're seeing like them cook and do all these things and having their own cabins that they get to go in. I don't like that too much. There's still the mystery of who's actually running the game, but it does take a little bit away from it for me. Also, the show tends to drag. We are mostly here to see the death games. I'm real on this channel, let's be real. And it drags. Sometimes South Korean writers, when they do these shows, they can't get away from always adding that family factor into things and feeling like that they have to explain the essence of family. We get it, we got it in the first episode, it keeps coming back. There is also a part with the guy from Pakistan where there's the other player who's a female. She's all over the place. And of course she had to voice her opinion about him being a foreigner, and does he have his visa, and why are they talking to him, and he's weird. And I cringed. I was like, ugh. I was like, the racism. Ooh, the racism. And what makes it so sad is that there are many, I'm not gonna say a lot, there are many South Korean people that feel the way that she felt. She just kind of voiced her opinion, and it does kind of make South Korea look a little bad, but they've been having a problem with this for a while now. And it's not really come to a head. It hasn't really come to a conclusion. It's a constant thing. I love the actor that plays the Pakistani guy. I love the cast. Gong Yoo, who was in the very beginning with the cards and punching people. I love this guy. I love him as an actor. I've been watching him for years. I hope he has another part. I don't know if he only had like that small cameo. Loved it. That was one of my favorite things about the show. Actually, to be honest with you, the first episode was my favorite of the whole series so far. There's a lot of being on the edge of your seat when it comes to the games. I love that. But overall, the show's not really original. It's just more so that I think this is new for South Korea. And there are people that wanted something like this just all throughout the world, and they got it. And South Korea and the director did a good job with it so far. I just have little gripes. But I do understand where many South Koreans are coming from when feeling a certain type of way about this show, because these are problems that haven't really been solved. And they need to definitely find a solution instead of putting them in the show and kind of glamorizing it in a way, and then adding death to it, and then putting death paired together with kiddie games. you know, it's like, okay, it's just mental trauma for everybody. It's just like you get some mental trauma, they get some mental trauma, everybody gets some mental trauma, because we just using this for the show for foreigner people's entertainment and for people all over the world's entertainment, and it just is what it is. This is something that like should be definitely talked about more. I am enjoying the show. I don't think it's the best show in the world. I just think it's okay. There are better shows and Korean dramas out there, in my opinion. But how do you feel about this show? Do you like it? Have you watched it all the way through? What do you think? Put all your thoughts and comments below. Follow my social media, mostly my Instagram. I also have a blog on East Asian pop culture. The link is always down in the description box below. And remember, be real. Stay real. Live in the real. And I will surely be back. Thanks for watching. Love you guys.